Chapter 15. A birthday party and free drama. Mary Wanjiro, my workmate, had a birthday party. She asked me to go and help her with some work. I couldn't refuse to help her, so I went and met her serving her guest. I started washing utensils in the kitchen. Before I had been there for less than an hour, Joe stormed the house and came straight into the kitchen and started beating me mercilessly with kicks and blows. The visitors tried to intervene. He said, "She's my wife, she's my wife." The visitors did to him as he had done to me and told him, "You came in, met us here, but disrespected us by assaulting her in front of us." They managed to stop him. He shouted and threatened to go to the police station. We reached before him. When he arrived, he was thrown behind bars. He shouted to the cops, "Tell her to say her last prayers. I'll finish her before your eyes." They threatened to lock him overnight if he continued to threaten me, but he continued shouting. The OCS told me to go home. On the following day at 10 a.m., Joe was already there lying to the OCS how he had given me a good life and how he had kept me like a queen. He had built a house for me, referring to a house we had built with him. Before he chased me and the children, I told the OCS that all those were lies and said we built the house together, but it was common. He had a habit of chasing me away with the kids. Another day, he waylaid me, abducted me, that took me to a strange house where he assaulted me. I later heard that he had heard it rumored that he wanted to hire mercenaries. The following day, I went to the OCS and told him what the market women told me. He called John on the phone and warned him that if anything happened to me, he will be responsible. But he hysterically denied and won the OCS confidence. He was a sweet talker and said, "Even Mary knows I'm not capable of killing her." Modhoni was a girl working for Advocate Evans Return. She was my friend who introduced me to the first Maasai lawyer, the late Daniel Ware, who operated in the same office with Evans. Daniel was witty and hilarious man who wondered loudly how a tender, beautiful young girl like Mary could face all I was telling him and wondered what kind of a man can do all these things to me. He was a very light-skinned, handsome Maasai young graduate full of jokes. He joked, "I can marry you and give you 200 acres of land very far." He then explained various reasons that caused divorces. Later, there was a national election and he contested for Kajiado North parliamentary seat. While doing campaigns, he had an accident on Langata Karon Road where he died on the spot.